Richard, talk to us about loving where you're going. Does that mean that you're loving where you're going, or WestJet's loving where it's going?
A little bit of both. I love where we're going. I love where WestJet's going, and I love where I'm going. This is the new brand tagline for WestJet, and it's meant to represent an exciting new chapter for us.
Now, for consumers, what is that meant to convey?
Well, it moves us away from the owner's care, which had been the brand platform and tagline since 2005, and it really is intended to usher in this new era at WestJet. So this is about the 787s flying to the destinations that we've already announced, about the other ones that are coming in the future, and meant to be love where you're going, yes, physically in terms of where we are taking you, but also love where you're going career-wise. It's meant for our WestJetters as an employee brand to be able to say, when you join with us, we actually want you to love where you're going career-wise.
So important to engage the staff, isn't it? I mean, that's a big secret sauce to WestJet's success.
Yeah, because if you look at what we do, it's an aluminum cylinder that flies at the same altitude and the same speed and arrives at the same airport as every other airline. And so the difference then becomes the people, and that's where we've been really blessed to have absolutely terrific WestJetters who do make the guest experience set apart.
Now, let's bring it a little bit back to profitability, analysts, pressure. Back in the black, fabulous. Congratulations, despite very high fuel costs. Strategically, you're shifting a little bit in terms of capacity, taking out of Canada, moving now, of course, with the new aircraft across the pond. How are you going to maintain profitability? Because it's a challenge.
Absolutely, and it's a challenge as we introduce a lot of features and benefits that are more expensive than they've traditionally been for a low-cost airline. So this is very much an airline that is in transition from being that low-cost airline to being a global full-service carrier, and that comes at a cost. So the second quarter was our first loss in 13 years. We went 52 consecutive quarters. As you indicated, we're now back in the black, but it's not a one and done. We're not now resting to say that that's good enough. There's a lot of work that we need to be doing to actually continue to drive costs out of the system while we actually right-size the capacity. So domestically, yes, we've reduced some of our capacity because we do believe that was the responsible thing to do in this market. But at the same time, we have these Dreamliners coming that are going to be able to deliver more capacity into foreign markets.
Now, the decision was made to bring 3 of them into Calgary initially. What's the next step?
Yeah, so we've got they're on the line right now, so they're being manufactured by Boeing in Everett. So I think they're getting the wings bolted on today. So we'll take delivery of that first one in January, and then February and March for the remaining 2, and that'll be it for 2019. The next 3 will arrive in 2020, and the final 4 will arrive in 2021. So those aircraft will get here in January. We'll work on them for a couple of months, and then they'll start to do some transcon flying here in Canada to get ETOP certification. And then April, May, June, we're flying to London, Paris, and Dublin.
So exciting. I know for your staff it's very exciting because they feel that they're sort of growing their own wings now and changing who they are if facing the travel agent community. They have so much more to sell, so much more product, lie flat seats. I mean, it's very exciting. Talk to me about your own role within WestJet.
So I'm head of marketing communications, so I get to lead a team of more than 60 terrific men and women who are responsible for everything from sponsorship and community investment through to our advertising, through to creative services, and it's an absolute ton of fun. I am temporarily wearing a sales hat as well, as we're out looking for a vice president of sales, so it's a great opportunity for me. I started my career in sales many, many years ago, and it's a great opportunity to get back out with the customer and find out what are the pieces that we're missing and what do we need to be working on to make us more relevant for what they're selling.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to update us, and congratulations on all the new moves. And we look forward to more loving where you're going.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here this morning.